Hello everyone, Seth here and welcome. Today is Patch Day and it's also 100th episode of the series. Yippee! So yeah, first things first. I'm gonna butcher this, aren't I? We have Lysandra. 5 completions. I'm gonna do one today. The power is each foe gets an additional terrifying power. Doesn't really say what this is, so we'll see a live reaction of this. Oh yeah, back to here. Also, Norra got unlocked, so that's fun. I forgot to quick win. So thanks to me having like leftover wild fragments, I got her to level 1 without purchasing anything. Star powers, when you summon a created ally granted +1/+1, and level 2 is game start and when you play a card with base cost, plant a portal, which is cool. Oh, I keep switching between these, but also the store refreshed. So Golden Reliquary Timer got refreshed, so I'm gonna get that. Condenser and Transmogulator are here, and since they are support, I don't expect them to have more than one copy, so I'm gonna get those right now actually. Let's see what we get. Maybe a new relic? We got a new one! Strength of the Stone, +0/+2, and power when you summon an ally granted +0/+1 and formidable. Really cool power. I have no idea what champion would want this, but maybe we'll get Galio next time. Also, I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna read those out as we go into the game. Okay, so that's all of my Stardust gone. Also, we have this. 16 Norra fragments. So I'm gonna get her to level 3. Cosmic Blessings, Norra's Portal, Accelerator, and Spirit Forge. 3 of them actually, which is gonna help quite a bit actually. So one gripe I have with this is I hate that they made a relic specifically for a champion. Like, wow, why? Why did they do that? Why did they... I feel like if you're making relics, they should be more generalistic. Like, Strength of Stone may be better on some champions, but like, you can still put it on any of them, right? And it will still work. But Norra's Portal Accelerator giving +1 starting mana only if you are a Norra. If you're playing Norra is it's a bit yucky in my opinion. And other than that, okay, so let's see. Let's actually get Norra to 3-star before we do anything here. Found friend. Okay, so what's the +3/+1? So definitely more aggressive. And now I have nothing else to spend wild fragments on. Cool. But yeah, stuff like that. So we now have... Oh, also they included new relics, which I'm gonna talk about. Like, let's talk about them right now actually. Yeah. So Portal Accelerator, +1 starting mana when you summon a created ally granted impact. This is fun. Like, this part when you summon a created ally granted impact is a pretty cool power. Obviously, as I said, the power with Norra +1 starting mana, kinda icky. Maybe they should have made it only that Yordles or Face do it, as there was a suggestion on the forum. It's also the same type of relic as Starforge Gauntlets. I'm guessing they will probably continue with a trend of this, like, if I'm something +1 starting mana. So I hope they just changed this from if I'm Norra to if I'm a Yordle or if I'm a Fae or something. Wait, actually no, Norra is a Yordle, so probably Norra. Just yeah. Actually, let's stay on this page. So I hope they just change it if I'm a Yordle. That would make more sense. It would synergize with let's see, Nar. It would synergize with Timo and Veigar, which could be cool and could definitely maybe like change the setup where you cut out like this supportive item and get one of the that epic relic. Let's see what else. Not Nico. I meant to press on Norra again. Okay, slowly and surely, and this time I'll click on the correct one. Okay. Let's see at the other relics. The one that I've opened a second ago, Strength of Stone, +0/+2. When you summon an ally, granted +0/+1 and formidable. Right now, I don't really see what champions could use it, except maybe Nila. Nila could maybe use it. Tamkench could use it, but I feel like it's a bit of a waste. Set could use it as well. But like, out of all of these, not like, nothing really stands out at first. Since it works for every... Well, it could be fun on Kayn, where you just put it on... Where you just put it in like... you go double Stalker's Blade, and on your first relic you go... where is it? Oops, I scrolled too far. You go Strength of Stone and have a 2/8 power strikes. Although you would have to obviously put it in like the first slot, so this works. So I think this can work on like Kayn, mostly Kayn, since Kayn can just cycle his own health using Rust. So there is at least one champion right now that can use this item. And I'm definitely gonna do some experiments with it someday at least. So that's that. Other than that, not much. Actually, you could probably put it with Spirit of the Buru on PoC and just instantly get the 4 power for keyword requirement. So this requires experimentation for now, but it definitely teases Galio will arrive sooner or later, maybe next expansion, we'll see. Let's continue with epics for now, because those are the most exciting ones. Full build, Challenger, Tough and Overwhelm. I have no idea what you run this on. Probably some kind of champion that wants those keywords. You could run this on Kai'Sa, actually. This is probably a Kai'Sa relic. This could also work on PoC, but like PoC already has Spirit of the Buru, so probably Kai'Sa, probably something that just wants like Challenger Overwhelm, like Vi, for example. Well, Vi doesn't want. Vi just gains Overwhelm, so that's okay. That's kinda a waste. I should. It's hard actually. Let's take a look. What would want those kind of keywords? Not really Ashe. Not really Bard. No. Elder Dragon. Not really. Elise can run this actually pretty decently. Although you already have like. Well, if you maybe go like Gale Force, Voidborn full build, you can get like very juicy and huge Spiderlings with Evolve. So I'm guessing it's like for those kind of builds. Not really on Evelyn. Garen maybe, although that's a big maybe. And then the rest is like don't know. Maybe Nasus could also use this, although Chosen of the Stars is also very easy to proc, so I don't know. And that's that. Fresh could also run it, I guess, although you do lose the Challenger, but like, doesn't really matter. Let's look at the rest of those. So next one is Secret Technique, which is a power. When an ally gains stats from a spell, it gains twice that many instead. Incredible. Probably one of the most broken powers that you can get. Mostly on some specific champions, but like, this is really good. Like, no joke. Like, let's see. What champions can run this? Diana can run this. I don't know if you would play it on Diana, but you can, and it will give you like +2/+2 every Nightfall spell you do, which is kinda important if you already have like Echoing Spirit. Let's see. Not really Nar could technically run this, although if you're running like Scourge Stash or something like that, it's a bit less viable with that. Illaoi can use this technically, just to like spawn. It should count spawn, at least I hope it does. Let's see. The big, obviously big ones are Lee Sin, Mastery, LeBlanc with her 2-star, I think, 3-star power. Who else? Leona could work as well with Morning Lights. Nami, although Nami less so. Nidalee could work sometimes. I'm wondering if this could work with Nasus. I think with what is it? With Siphoning Strike, since it grants everywhere. Actually, let's see. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I have no idea. Let's just check. It doesn't really say, so can't really say if it works. I hope it does. It does. Who else? Oops. I tend to out-click. Varus, incredible, like quadrupling stats. Sure. PoC can run this because it's not targeted, right? Let's see. No, it just says from a spell, so I guessing like Porosnax would also work with this, which is really good. Let's see. PoC, like Varus, as I said. Vi maybe with the +2/+0, but like not really counting that. And Yumi has like a spell, but doesn't really work with her that well. Generally, very powerful. There are like champions that definitely break this, and one of the better powers. Let's see. Spectral Scissors, an epic item, +2/+0. Support, grant my supported ally ephemeral and summon an exact copy of it attacking. Pretty cool. I have like +2/+0 on its own is actually, I think this is the only relic that gives like +2 in attack. Oh no, wait, there is Warhammer, I guess. Oops, I forgot. There is Warhammer, and that's kinda it, I guess. But this support has some interesting interactions. If you get Vayne and you find either Totem or something like that, if you can make an ally immortal with some kind of effect, the ephemeral will trigger. So it will still stay ephemeral, but you will get like basically 3 champions attacking, which is very good, very cool. Yeah, this basically chains. I think this chains as well if you just get stabilize or what's the name of it? Shadow Totem. So this is pretty powerful on those on those. This could also work with some champions that just like summoning stuff. Probably not Elise, not Ilaoi as well, but maybe could work with Kindred just to make your ephemeral ally, although it will probably die very easily, so I don't think that's like the best choice. I am guessing this could work if we get Hecarim in PoC one day, someday. But other than that, the only thing that comes to mind is maybe Fresh, since he just matters. It just matters to him if stuff dies or not. And I was thinking about like Gwen, since she does get hallowed, and +2 is nice always. I prefer personally Loden's Tempest to just Drain, but not that many like uses right now that I can really think of. Nico could actually work with it if you have like a second epic slot on her, just to like copy your Saurian, get another copy of Saurian, anything that just like when you summon it you get extra stuff is pretty good. Should work really well with it. No, none of these really. But also actually let's move to the last epic, because this item, this relic is okay. I wouldn't say it's like the best. It has some uses, but right now can't really think of that many. And the next one, actually the last epic that we will get, is Spellweaver's Symphony. It's a power. When you gain the attack token, create a random spell that costs 2 from your regions in hand, costs 0 and is fleeting. If you read this and thought, wow, Seraphine is coming to PoC, yeah, probably, most likely. Like, very, very likely. Is there a champion that can use it right now? I believe not really. Since first it's a random spell. If Victor comes into PoC, then yeah, then that would be pretty good on him as well, since you just get a free generated card, which can come in handy. Jinx could run it, I guess, but like, dunno. Not like Jinx could run it since it's just a 0 cost spell. Lee Sin could run it because it counts towards his level up, and as well to his power. So +8/+8, like getting it very easily on an attacking turn can be kind of big. Not sure if it's best on slot, but it's probably pretty good anyways. Anyone else here really wants this? Maybe Samira if you generate something that deals damage from spells, because you can trigger Plunder this way, but like... actually Samira could work with this, since you get an extra card to just play cycle into the level 2 power or level 2 effect. It's not the worst thing to do. Let's see, anyone else really? Vi could play it maybe, just to get an extra spell in the just to like play an extra spell to level her up easier. So there are some champions that can run it right now, but is it best in slot for anyone except maybe Seraphine when she comes out? I don't think so. Yeah, kinda rough. So that's all the epics. Now we have 2 new rare relics. First one is Condenser. Support, create a 1-cost 1/1 copy of my supported ally in hand. really cool. It's basically a mini condense, like the name suggests. I think it's actually really nice. Is it like best in slot on someone right now? I don't think so. But you can probably run it on some champions that like need an extra copy of a 1/1. Actually, let's take a look. Who would run this? Aurelion Sol could run it since it generates an extra card, but like you have to play Aurelion for it, so probably not. Maybe Annie, maybe no. Annie actually just wants to burn you down, so probably not. Gwen could run it, but like, pretty iffy. Ilaoi also could run it, but I don't think she should. Misfortune could run it just to like get an extra monkey into the hand, but like if you are doing this, you probably can do something more interesting with MF. Also, interesting thing. Let's check this. Where is condenser? I scrolled too far. Condenser. Of my supported ally. If you can generate an extra champion with like summoning an extra copy, or maybe getting well, not lucky, but like getting like what's its name? I said it before, stabilize or shadow totem. You can condenser your champion, get a spell, get a champion spell into your hand, which can come in useful sometimes. Sometimes it's really neat to get this. So I don't think there is that much use of it right now. You could. One fun thing that I saw people talking about, you could run it on Volibear, generate a rally card or have a rally card that's Titanic, and then just condenser it and just keep playing it for the 1 cost, which can work. It is a strategy, right? So it is possible. But other than that, I don't know. I'm giving this an okay out of 10. Let's see. There is one more item, and it's called Transmogulator. Support. Transform my supported ally into a random follower that costs 3 more. Keyword 3 more. So this is kinda interesting. If there is a champion that's like summons something, actually let's check. If there is a champion that can summon something when they are played, well, Elise can transform spiderlings, but that's kinda wasteful, I guess. You can run it on stuff like Gwen or Misfortune and just transform your ephemeral thingies into actual units that cost 4, which is getting a 4-drop is pretty nice. So that's fun and interesting. Ilaoi does an anti-synergy. Janna could run it, I guess. Just like generate, like play something, then transform that something into something bigger and have a better board. Mordekaiser maybe? Question mark? I have no idea. No, actually Ornn can't really run that, to be honest. Just looking at like what maybe you could run this with, but like maybe Fresh, maybe. It feels a bit too niche right now of an effect. It definitely a fun RNG relic, but like, is it actually useful in higher adventures? No idea, probably not. Another okay out of 10. That's it. Also, they change Cosmic Pearls. So now we have 2 consumables. They do basically the same thing, except Cosmic Blessings give +1/+1 instead of +1 starting mana. This is because Cosmic Pearl has been kinda abused on like higher adventure difficulties just to get like +1 starting mana for like leveling up maybe. Sometimes it wouldn't even consume, so they decided to step it up. They changed it to Cosmic Blessing, which gives +1/+1. Is this a good change? They are like phasing Cosmic Pearls away. I have no idea if Aurelion will still give Cosmic Pearls for completion, but we'll see. Now we get Cosmic Blessing. I'm gonna keep one pearl in my inventory just for funsies anyways, because you know, completionism's sake. Although I don't have the old XP relics, so I don't know. Also remember to hydrate, because I've been talking for 26 minutes straight. I'm gonna say this is an okay move, because this was kinda broken. And yeah. I'm probably gonna upload this separately, because I feel like talking for 27 minutes before getting to the gameplay is kinda long. So I'm just gonna put like I'm just gonna like I'm gonna just finish this small video with, okay, let's actually, yeah. Doing this live sucks because I'm bad at doing things live. I should probably start scripting myself some videos instead. Okay, let's go quickly through the relics again. I could also talk about the new powers as well. So let's do that, because they actually updated. I have to quit out of this. They updated the page and it's actually working now. Yippee! So let's scroll down. We've already talked about this. Oh, Caesar started working today. Nice. Items, new items, pretty cool ones. +4/+0 and can't block. Sometimes can be good, sometimes can be bad. I have probably you will pick it up on like more expensive things. Notably, this makes any 4 attacker unit a Titanic. So there is a bunch of 4 attack units. You can make like Obedient Drake Hound into an 8/1 with this. Is it good? I have no idea. Is it fun? It can definitely be fun. A can't block is obviously annoying, but like +4/+0, really good. Probably worth the downside. On like specifically on more expensive champions or like higher power units. Not more expensive champions, higher power units. This is really fun. This is really cool. This also works if you have strikes on like, for example, your champion, since this is for units, and you can get this on a champion. Overall, solid. I like it. Pretty good. Next one, Mischievous Spirit. Common, attune. When I'm summoned, create a prank in hand. I'm probably going to be putting like related cards somewhere in the video, just to make sure that people know what this is. Attune, a really good keyword. Prank. It's a 1-cost spell. It's a generated card for some champions. Very good. Most champions will just want attune. It's a good pickup, anyways. Yeah, it's just a good pickup. You're not like mad. I would pick this over some like raw stat increases sometimes, since attune can matter for some champions. Like if you get this on Master E or someone that relies on spells, excellent. Really good common item. Chronomancy. Rare, summon a Preservarium. I think this is for units as well as spells, from what I've been told. I think they started with unit once anyways, so I'm thinking this is for a unit. Preservarium is the 2-mana landmark when I'm summoned or count down to draw a card. It's basically a version of Summoning Stone. No, what was the name of it? Of that trinket that just draws when you summon a unit. It's a bigger version that also gives you a payoff, but it takes away board space. Is this good? Question. It's good for someone like Talia. It's good for champions that don't care about board space and want to play a long game with this. In general, I think it's okay. Is it an upgrade from the one that draws on summon? No idea. Probably not. It's like comparable power level. This being a rare is interesting since it does technically draw you 2 cards, so it's interesting, definitely. Hero's Reward. If you know, there was this icon also makes you read, because there was a spell version of this that gave allies +1/+1 this round. I think it was called Battle Banner or something like that. I'll maybe put it on the screen. But this is an unit version, and allies have +1/+1. Good item. For a common, understandable, good power level. Some champions want this, some units with this are not bad, so yeah, pretty good. Sorcerer's Tower. Common, round start, refill your spell mana. In my opinion, probably one of the best common items for units that you can get. Obviously depends on the unit that you get it on, but like I would call it an easy S tier if I would to rank this. Like refilling spell mana in general, even though obviously there is a rare power that does this, but like getting this on a unit is always good, especially if it's like a locust that like, well, maybe you get a, I don't know, a 2 mana 3/2 that just has this as an extra text. It's fantastic. If you don't need to attack with something right away, or maybe you have favorable attacks, this just gives you free value, and it's interesting, definitely an interesting item. Wanderer's Blessing. This is a unit version, so there will be also a spell version. When I'm summoned, plant 6 chimes on random cards in your deck. Great for Bard. Bard finally has a support item. An item that works with his pickups, so this will get offered on Bard more often. Good stuff. Really like it for, well, mostly for Bard. Other champions, like the buffs, are negligible, and they mostly don't matter, except in some situations when they actually do. But like, and okay for most casts, great on Bard. The foe discards a random card. I think this is a spell version, because it doesn't have the when I'm summoned, when I'm played. I have no idea when this happens, so I'm guessing this is a spell version. Brainworm. The foe discards a random card. These cards in PoC are finicky at best. There are like 3 or 4 spells that do this, and you don't really want to main deck any of them, let's be honest. Getting an item that does this on a spell, it can lead to some funny situations, that's for sure. So in general, I think this is kind of bad. This is kind of bad unless you get like a spell that copies itself, or you copy the spell that has Brainworm and you have like 2 of them and you discard their entire hand, then it's fantastic, but other than that, no. Very high build around, probably low payoff, so calling this kind of bad. The Mist. Rare, when I'm summoned and round start, summon an encroaching mist. Thoughts? Very good, very powerful. This hints probably at Viego maybe coming one day to PoC also. Very cool. But at the same time, This is just generally good for a lot of the champions, like creating an extra blocker on round start, or when you're playing a unit. Fantastic, incredible. And the fact that it just grows on its own, easily S tier item. You pick it up on pretty much anything that you can see. It's one of the better options, even for some champions as well. Another thing about this works with Norra, so make sure to keep an eye out when you're leveling her up. Rallying standard. Rally. Simple, you play a spell, you rally. Obviously, broken. S tier relic, rally in general is very powerful. Unless you're really behind, and this doesn't matter, but like, very, very, very good. Heavy hands, double attack. This is an MF out of 10, in the sense that it's good. You want to put this on a unit without, like, it's just an auto pick. Like, you don't really need me to say anything here. Double attack is it's just double attack. If you've seen the last video where I just went through with dealing massive amounts of damage with level 2 Lucian, then you know double attack is just good. Home turf. Game start, summon one of me from the deck. So note on this, it's not written anywhere else, but I've seen confirmation on Reddit about this. This is only on landmarks, which is obviously sad. So, but if you get a landmark with this, what sort of landmark would you want with this? And I have few things coming to my mind right now. Maybe this will be an option for Soraka if you get her as a support. Starting with, Star Spring on the board. Incredible stuff if it can happen. Other than that, some of the countdown landmarks can work too. But in general, you don't really want to pick landmarks in PoC. This might incentivize you to do so if it's an actually good landmark. But other than that, I don't know. Pretty finicky if it wasn't restricted to landmarks. I would be all for it, for like, if you start with a unit from the deck. that probably would need to make it like a legendary item or something, because it's broken otherwise. But for landmarks, it's okay. And that closes out the items. And now we have powers. Haunting Hall, common, allies have hallowed. Kind of hard for me to rate this, because it's incredible on some champions that, well, it's actually incredible on a bunch of champions, to be honest. All of those champions that want to kill stuff, all of the champions that want to work with like killing their own units, or maybe like working like not even slaying, just like having your units die. That's kind of the gist of it. This is funny on something like Misfortune for sure, where you're basically cosplaying a weaker Gwen. Generally, like 6 out of 10, you probably pick it up on some champions, you probably skip it on others. It's an okay power. Whoosh! Game start, summon a Vastayan Disciple. Why is this not yellow? Fine. Personal opinion, it's fine. It's fine, but at the same time, I'd rather have the 1/1 training dude. What was his name? Sparring student. I'd rather have Sparring student than this. But at the same time, Vastayan Disciple gives few things. 1, it's a generated unit. 2, it's a generated spell. And 3, the generated spell draws and gives you Vastayan Disciple back. Also, it's elusive, so you have an elusive blocker early. It's basically a fill-in for what was this backup plan, backup officer or backup plan when you get the 1/2 that shuffles bombs, flash bombs. It's okay. It's fine. I wouldn't say it's like majorly majorly good or majorly bad. Just like with Haunting Hall, you pick it on some, you leave it on others. It definitely makes Sparring Student weight better though, if you get like Sparring Student and then like double whoosh, because you don't have any other options, then you have a 3/3 and 2/1/1 elusives on the start, which is funny. So, okay, common power, probably not worth picking up if you have to attack with this early, but other than that, pretty solid. Pretty solid mediocre, I have no idea how to call it, it's just like, fine. Armed to the teeth. Allies with equipment or attachments have +2/+2. Obvious first thought, Yumi. Second obvious first thought, Jax. And then you I guess Kayn and other Darkins. Generally a very good power, obviously for those that want to have attachments, but it's useless on literally everyone else, so very specific niche. If I would give it a tier, it's like B, I guess. Now here is a fun power. I was talking about what could this be on Discord when this was first revealed without the pictures. And it's Converging Timelines. Rare. First time you play a follower each round, pick one of 3 followers with the same cost to transform it into. Concurrent Timelines it was breaking Eternal meta for a while before it got changed and died, which was funny. But other than that, pretty good power. If I'm not mistaken, the transformed cards still retain items, which is a major plus with this, because you can turn your shitty 1-drop into a better 1-drop that has no downsides from playing, maybe, for example. Like maybe, actually if you like play a 0 cost, you can get the new 3/2 that will not chain itself, so. Fun power. Definitely more of a fun power than good power, but other than that, neat. Supple Stone. When you play a landmark, reduce the cost of the next card you play this round by its cost. I have no idea what you play this in. Talia doesn't... Like, here's an issue. Talia summons... well, actually, you can play this in Talia because you do want to play like 1 or 2 landmarks early and then instantly trigger them summoning your stuff that's already big, which this basically speeds up by 1 round. So, kinda okay. Kinda okay, Talia, bad in anyone else. There is no focus on landmark in PoC yet, and the fact that you have 6 places on the board kinda sucks, so... and since this is a play and not a summon, it doesn't work with sigils, which is a crime. It does work with Rise if you're into that, and I'm definitely into that. But other than that, pretty weak. And the last 2 ones, and I will have more to talk about, I think, the last one, because this is... Phalanx. Rare, when you target an ally, give it barrier this round. Note, you can target it with anything. This includes maybe like give your ally +1/+0 on a unit, or maybe you have a spell, or maybe you get something else, or maybe you target both an ally and an enemy. You just get a free barrier. Thoughts on this? Very good defensively, decent on offense. It has a lot of applications for champions out that maybe you don't even have a rare relic on, epic relic on. So you can run this with Vayne, definitely. You can safely tumble something into the enemy, even if you don't have quick attack or anything, and you don't have an epic relic, which is fantastic for people that don't have enough stuff. This is also good in general with like going wide. This is good with stuff that share the bounty, maybe, where you just target 2 different things. Very good. In general, I think this is a pretty okay power. It definitely has its uses. Its ceiling is super high, but if you can get to it, you get massive value, like free attacks, free blocks, very nice. In general, I think this is pretty good. Yeah, it's just pretty good in general. Like, you pick this on almost everyone because like most of the time you will target something. An ally. Mostly you will target, you might target allies most of the time, so like solid B. I would not call it an A tier power, but like B tier. And the last power, Survey Corp. Game start, summon a green glade lookout. This is a 2/2 that reduces the cost of your highest cost card in hand by 1. Was it card or was it unit? I don't know. I think it was actually unit. Thoughts on this? First of all, it's a game start summon a unit, so it's already like pretty high on the tier list. It has good stats on its own. It's a 2/2, a minimum a 2/2. There are a few decks that actually start with Green Glade Lookout in them, and maybe they turn them into like, I think Leasing deck turns it into a 4/4, or it gives it something else. I don't remember. But definitely, you can use this very well on a bunch of champions. And in general, I think, yeah, this is a very solid power. You will pick it up over most other powers anyways. Like, you would pick this over like Supple Stone if you get both of those offered. You will pick it over some other better item powers as well. Like Survey Corp is just, you can pick this on anyone, and the value it will give you at least 1 discount, which is actually like really good. It's kind of like a mix between black market discount and what's the name of it? Sparring match, like sparring student power that someone, yeah. It's just good. It's generally good. You pick it on anyone and you will be satisfied like 99% of the time, because having a free blocker is free. Okay, I've been talking for like almost 50 minutes, so I'm definitely putting this in a separate video. I'm no way I'm recording like a 2-hour video for this. So I don't know if I'll put a tier list for this, because I'll have to put all the sprites myself and I'm lazy for that. I'm gonna definitely upload this as a separate video. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this introduction to the new patch, and also showcasing some new stuff, and also the fact that they refreshed the Emporium Golden Relic, which is cool, where I basically spent the last 50 minutes talking about this. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you around. Take care.